Let's figure out how to change the oil on your 2018 Honda Odyssey. Let's go. What you need to do this oil change is a rag, a piece of aluminum foil. I use these picks to pull out the plastic clips on the shields, all the shielding down there, guards. Oil filter wrench that uses a strap, and it's a 1/2-inch drive with a swivel and a 17mm ratchet wrench for pulling off the oil plug. You gotta remove these clips right here on the shielding, because there's a shield on the back side here. So what you do is you stick these little tabs in there and just pry it out. Usually works pretty good. There you go. So it only comes out a little bit, and then you can get underneath. They do have a wrench for this, but I don't have it. Ah, I broke the clip. Go, 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 go! Oh well. You can buy these clips at like AutoZone. Okay. Now that this pulls out of the way, the oil filter is right up in there. See the oil filter right there? Stick our oil filter wrench. Now see how this works? So it's going to be righty tighty, left loosey. This is where I realized I was wrapping up the wrench the wrong direction. I should have went the other direction to make it lefty loosey instead of righty tighty. You know, it also is a lot easier to just wrap the strap around the oil filter first and then tighten up the strap around the wrench after it's wrapped around the oil filter. That definitely helped to get in there because there's not much space. This is where I realized I did not push record after I moved the camera trying to get the oil filter wrench in it. That kind of stinks, but you guys get the picture on how that wrench works. It's all the same concept. The old oil filter was a 7317, and this oil filter is a 6607, which cross-references the same one. You want to make sure you put oil on the seal so it lubricates the seal. As you can see, I wrapped a piece of aluminum foil around the frame because when you pull the oil filter off, it's going to pour all over the frame, and this kind of makes it a bit cleaner. As you can see, just from the oil change that I've done, there is oil that's built up on that frame there.
2,000 years later, 6.5 hours later, a few inches later, day 2, day 3.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Turn it on there. And then once you get the oil filter on, pull that off. Once you get the oil filter on, I like to go, you want to do at least a half a turn. The oil filter says a quarter turn, but I go by feel. Oil filter's changed, so let's put these seals back in, or these screws back in.
A few moments later.
17mm. I usually every third oil change, I'll change this washer here. It all depends. I mean, I always look for leaks anyways. And this one doesn't have a rubber seal on it. It's just a copper on both sides. So now we drain all the oil out. I like to let it drip. I like to let it drain for a few minutes after it and then come back.
2 hours later.
Now you can let this thing drip and drip and drip and drip and drip, but you know what I've learned? It really doesn't make a difference, because you're still gonna have all that oil still inside. I mean, if you let it drip for 30 minutes, you might get another, you know, half an ounce maybe. I really don't see the point of that. Alright. Aluminum foil worked good this time. Didn't get any oil anywhere. And it never dripped over the oil pan. Very nice. And the oil we'll be using is 0W20 Pennzoil, full synthetic. The oil filler is right here, so I gotta get a funnel. From what I remember, last time I changed the oil, it took a full gallon and like half of another quart. It actually takes the full gallon and 1 quart, so a total of 6 quarts.
20 minutes later.
This is the top of the oil cap here. It says SAE OW20. It's one way to find out what your oil requirement is. It also will be in your owner's manual. And if you don't have either of those, or you have a different cap or something, you can always ask the people at Napa, AutoZone, O'Reilly, wherever you go. Now we're gonna check the oil. Check our oil level. Verify that we're full. You want to use a rag. You want to make sure that your tip is nice and dry. So we pull it out. As you can see, it's still not enough. I got to the first line, so 1 more quart should do it. And as you can see, now it's wet on both sides. We'll pull it out, dry it, check it one more time. Now you can see it's to the line, to the top fill on both sides. So that would be a successful oil change. We're also going to have to reset the maintenance light, and I'll show you how to do that. You're going to hit the start button, but do not start the car. Then you'll use your arrow buttons up and down to navigate through. Go home, warnings. So you use your arrows. Maintenance, oil life, maintenance due now, oil life 5%, and then you hold down enter. I believe it's for 10 seconds. And then you go cancel all due items or item B only. So we'll do item B only, because that's the oil life. Enter, reset complete. Now oil life is 100%. I hope this video was informative and it gives you the confidence to try it out and change your own oil. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.